This is footage of my rank 40 Swordmaster in 1v1s in patch 1.2. Compared to my previous videos, I've increased my strength by about 100 and lowered my wounds by the same amount, and I've also switched to using a one-hander plus shield because of the increase in caster DPS. My first opponent here is Cole, a Chosen, and Chosen seem to be the strongest of the destruction tanks in patch 1.2. You can see some icons to the right of my opponent. Those are from an add-on called Aura, and they allow me to track debuffs on my targets. So you can see I have Wrath of Hoeth applied currently, Quick Incision now, and I punt him. Sometimes I'll punt a Chosen away because they do the AP drain, so I can regain some AP. So you can see I'm almost full on AP again. I'm keeping my opponent in front of me at all times. For my improved balance attacks, as long as Wrath of Hoeth is up, I go ahead and use Eagle's Flight for the parry buff, and it's fantastic against melees. So here you can see I'm just continuing to wear my opponent down, rotating around him, making sure always to keep him in front of me so I can retain my ability to block and parry. And really, that add-on Aura has been a tremendous help to my plays. Like I don't have to stare at little icons now, and the timers are very visible. I've also turned on for Warhammer Scrolling Combat text, the text name for all skills, so you can see what skills are causing what damage. You can tell what I'm using when. Okay, here I'm closing the gap to Sork. Use Hold the Line. The AoE Root, Quick Incision for the snare, Whispering Wind for the silence, and it's definitely been helpful to increase my strength. I'm playing now with about 50 strength more than I had a week ago, and the difference is noticeable. Like for example, you'll see here at the end of the fight, I get disarmed, use Juggernaut to remove that effect, and right here I get a 681 crit from Dazzling Strike. So, and that's without Taunt Up. Sometimes with Taunt Up, you can get crits on casters for upwards of 900 to 1K. So here's another tank fight. This is against the Black Orc, and um, you'll see here in a minute, but what I do is I use his cloak as a marker, and I keep him in front of me so I can hit him from behind and try to negate his ability to parry my attack. So you can see me chasing his cloak. It's a really good visual indicator. And I also timed my taunt. So I usually taunt before using an improved or perfect balance attack, and because I've got the balance accuracy crit tactic, the probability that I'll crit with my improved or perfect balance attacks is pretty high. I also recommend using perfect defenses. It's the tactic in the Vault tree. It's awesome now in 1.2.